What's going on, Meta fam? We are back here for an exciting video today. Of course, there's speculation in this video, there's facts, there's everything in this video, so let's get to it. Today marks 361 days since the MMTLP U3 halt. Here it says, 1 year ago, today, Sam Draddy of FINRA began to blue sheet MMTLP and MMAT. FINRA suspected the issuers of the fraud on 12/5, but somehow decided it was okay to post an MMTLP corporate action on 12/6. This contradicts the protocol outlined in FINRA Rule 6490. Thank you again, Rare DD, for this fantastic post. And again, catching the crooks, doing what they do best, and that's just rob the stock market. That's what they do. And there's another proof of that right here. Proof. All right. Earlier today, Metamaterial News retweeted Teverin's post here, and FINRA fraud had 12,000 posts, 12.2 thousand posts FINRA fraud. So yes, keep those FINRA fraud going here on Twitter. It definitely helps out. All right. We had breaking news last night after I recorded my video. I'm there chilling and relaxing. Next thing I know, Drew comes out with a banger right here. Breaking: Barbara Lee sent a letter to the SEC requesting guidance on what MMTLP investors should expect for their holdings and a timeline by which we can expect a resolution. Thank you, Congresswoman. Credit to any anonymous community members I've been working with. Let's go. So he's saying here, him and some community members have worked together. And here you can see they got Barbara Lee, member of Congress, to present this letter here to Chairman Gensler. That's right. I don't know how many we have now, but it's definitely a lot. Here you can see she is the Congresswoman of East Bay, which I believe would be California, I believe. Yeah, Barbara Lee for CA. So, all right. Here's some speculation. Apparently, this was on one of the Twitter space calls earlier today. I did not hear this, but apparently this was said, and Don Fizz on his Twitter space apparently said there's a special announcement tomorrow for MMTLP. Stay tuned. Don Fizz says we will all celebrate. Now, there's people on there like, who's Don Fizz? What's going on? No one knows, guys. I have no idea. I wish I knew. And we hope this could be true. And we got a couple audio clips that I was telling you about that I have not put on this channel yet. And I wanted to cover those in today's video. And if you don't know, Don Fizz has been working really hard behind the scenes with other MMTLP community members and going to Congress, talking to Congress, getting those letters out, just like Drew has. One of the MMTLP MetaFan people out there fighting for the cause. So hopefully this here could be legit. I guess we'll wait and see if we have some crazy news tomorrow that we will be celebrating, or I know a lot of people don't want to get their hopes up, and I don't want to get my hopes up either. But I'm really hoping this could be something. And that leads into this video here I want to talk about, this clip. Let's listen to this clip here. Thank you again to Liz Huffman here for posting these audio clips from this Twitter space. Here he said, Busy Brands, Mark Basile, and other MMTLP MetaFan people right here. So let's listen to this clip. I'm going to get the volume up for you guys. There we go.
Who does not own MMTLP or MMAT shares, but I feel like I'm vested enough in this community based upon the hundreds of hours I put in on space calls, the pro bono work that I've done with the two petitions in New York, and going to Washington and working with Cynthia and Anna, just flying out to Arizona and meeting those great people. I'm vested as much as I can be without owning the shares. And, I've met enough people, both online and in person, that I could feel your pain, whether you're suffering emotionally, financially, or what. But I'm telling you, I'm getting this gut feeling that you will have a resolution sometime in the next 60 days. I don't know if it's going to be before Christmas. I don't know if it'll be before Martin Luther King's birthday, but I know which factors are pressing against which buttons, And I'm really thinking that, and I'm hoping that you'll get a resolution in the next
Mark,
60 days.
Mark,
Whether
So, guys, did you hear Mark Basile there? As quoted here, Liz Huffman has it up here. I'm telling you, I'm getting this gut feeling that you'll have a resolution sometime in the next 60 days. I don't know if it's going to be before Christmas, and I don't know if it'll be before Martin Luther King's birthday. Now, we know he probably has some insider information on this. There's a lot of people out there has NDAs, and no, I do not have an NDA. I've never signed an NDA. I can say whatever I want. I am not tied up by any kind of contract. I can say we're going to get a settlement tomorrow. We're going to get $100. I have no idea what the heck we're getting. I wish I knew. But I have the freedom to come out here and say what I want because I have not signed an NDA. And I know there has been some community members that have signed NDAs. So there is people out there who know more than what we know. But yeah, it's very exciting. And then you got Don Fizz, like I said, apparently on a Twitter space call saying there's going to be news to celebrate tomorrow. Now, not trying to get anyone's hopes up. It's all kind of tying in from this. And Don Fizz, I want to believe that there's something coming. Christmas is coming. How great would that be to know that there's going to be some kind of settlement on the way? I don't know. I don't think we're going to get trading, guy. I don't know. We could get trading. I just don't see trading in the time. I just don't see trading happening. I think they would prefer just to give a settlement and close this baby out. I think that's what they prefer. Because let's just say they give everyone $50, $100, $200, whatever the deal is, $500. It'd still be cheaper to pay the $200 to $500 or $100, whatever you want to say the settlement is at the fair price, than to pay the potential squeeze price. Because we saw that level 2 data where I think it was up to 4,000 or 5,000 per share or 7,000 a share. They'd rather pay $100 to $500 a share. Let's just fingers crossed that's what we're getting. I would just be so tickled if we would get that. All right, the next clip here. Liz got this clip again, and this was from William P. Farron's live stream, and he had Ham Shortkiller on there. Now let's listen to what Ham Shortkiller had to say. Sorry, guys, as you can tell, still coming over a little bit of the mucus draining now. I had a sinus infection. Feel pretty good overall, but I got a lot of the sinus drainage now, and it occasionally gets lodged in the throat. But back to the video here. That's why my voice kind of goes in and out. Let's listen to what Ham Shortkiller had to say.
There's rumbling that there's a settlement coming MMTLP. Okay, I don't know the details. I don't own the stock, but many people have been calling me up, and they expect some sort of settlement soon. The regulators know that they're trapped. I think the people in Congress know that they're lying. And I think it's coming to a head. So I don't know the details on it. It's not my thing. And, once it does work, it opens up every can of worms on the street. So it's all good. And you can't make money buying MMTLP. So go find your own stocks, whatever you think will be carried along. But I do think that that's going to be earth shattering when that happens. So it's coming to a head. These guys can't hide forever. Ground is rumbling.
So there you go. And here's the quote. The ground is rumbling. I do think it will be earth shattering when that does happen. Here he said, thanks, Ham Shortkiller, for your insight. Always appreciated by myself and many others. Yes, absolutely. So there you hear him saying he's getting calls from people. We don't know who he's getting calls from. As he said, just like Mark Basile, Ham Shortkiller has no shares of MMTLP. Mark Basile has no shares of MMTLP. But they are invested in the community. They are, Mark Basile is an attorney. He does this. OTC lawyers, they do that. That's what they do. Ham Shortkiller is in other stocks. So he's saying, could be time to maybe pick up some of these other stocks that he's maybe been, I know they've been talking about some other ones, but some of these stocks that might have been manipulated. And the reason MMTLP is above all that is because we went private. And there's a bunch of angry investors that money has been locked up, guys. It ain't like just where AMC got, locked up and money and the price went down. People just sold it, got some cash back and left. We never even had that option to sell and go. Our money's been held. So this is a whole different deal. Our company went private, just a whole different ballgame. I mean, if you're watching my video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's why this situation is so different. Now, if MMTLP is the groundbreaking stock that breaks this whole deal. And these other stocks will probably run like crazy too, because with the whole MMAT drama right now, there's a lot of that going on. I'm not going to get into that mess. I don't even know if people will invest in MMAT right now with the whole George Palikaris getting kicked out and all that. And we don't know what's going on. It doesn't seem like MMAT is really reaching out to shareholders other than to say, hey, please vote for the reverse split. Heck, no, we don't want a reverse split. No, we don't want that. All right, last clip here was from another space call. Mark Basile here. Liz got the clip. Thank you again, Liz. All right, so this is a 4-minute clip. We're going to dive into it.
Hey, Mark,
Yeah.
if you allow me, and you stop me because I don't want to put you on the spot, but when we met first 5 months ago, can I share your thoughts on your optimism with Congress or no? At that point,
Yeah.
or no?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, you basically weren't. You didn't think that we would, it would really do anything. And then talking to you about 2 months ago, you did a complete 180 on that. So, you could share why that is. And, I thank you for acknowledging so many people in the community for all the hard work that they did. Everybody, every single person.
Well, I think what happened was the community started off with this 2 days of trading mantra, which for those of you who want that, I hope you get it. But I knew that Congress can never deliver the 2 days of trading. And there was no legal, mechanical, administrative way to open 2 days of trading. SEC doesn't have the power, FINRA doesn't have the power, Congress doesn't have the power. The only person who may have the power is the federal court judge. So several months ago, I felt that Congress wasn't going to be able to help. However, the dialogue changed fairly dramatically from 2 days of trading, position closed, or whatever you want to call it, to getting the data. Because it's the data, if it's the economy stupid, it's the data stupid that will prove that what the majority of the MTLP community has been saying is true. And at that point, I kind of changed my mind because I knew Congress can get that data. They have subpoena power, they can hold informal and formal meetings.
So just real quick summary here of that. He's saying at first we was fighting for 2 days of trading because that's what they took from us. But if you step back and think about it, as he said there, that is basically impossible to happen. You had to get a federal court judge to order that. Like I said, Congress couldn't do it, FINRA couldn't do it, no one else could really do that. So that's probably slim pickings to get the 2 days of trading. But to get the data, that is something Congress can do. That is something FINRA can do, something the SEC can do. And as we got the congressmen and congresswomen now with these letters, 20 or 30 some letters in there now, they can't ignore all these letters.
There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that Anna knows much more than I do. And when the talking point changed from banging on the table for 2 days of trading to getting the data, my whole thought changed because there are government agencies outside of the SEC that can get the data. There's at least 4 of them that I can think of. Congress can get the data, and individual shareholders like Coruscant and Steamroller can help get the data. So I think when we talked about that last, Doc, my thinking has changed because the ask has changed. And that ask, those deliverables can be delivered without a federal court judge. And once you have that data, somebody's going to have egg on their face, somebody's going to have to pay attention, and somebody's going to have to pay a shitload of money to these community members. I mean, that's how I see it. So when the narrative changed is when I had a change of heart that, yeah, you can put the pressure on, you can get this data, you can get this information, and that's going to prove that you've been right all along. No matter how you can't, I mean, they can fudge the data, but I don't think they would dare provide Congress or even a state or federal court judge, data that's been tainted or manipulated. So
So real quick, as you see here in the quotes, someone's going to have to pay a crap load of money, guys. And that's leading into these other calls here with a resolution could be happening in 60 days. Ham Short Killer is here in the ground is rumbling. We got the Don Fizz saying there's going to be a big announcement tomorrow. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen. We hope that it's something happening. How great would it be to have some kind of announcement before Christmas? That would be fantastic. Let's keep going. Here's a little bit left of this clip.
A really good feeling about this. Really good feeling. I wish I could say more. I know a couple of things going on behind the scenes that is providing me a lot more optimism and hope for you guys.
And right there, he said he knows a little bit more behind the scenes that gives him optimism and hope that we don't know. That makes me happy. Absolutely, that makes me happy.
I want to see it through. I have plans to retire, not anytime really soon, but sometime in the future. But I'm not retiring until this shit's resolved. So I just want to make that clear to everybody.
Right there. He's not retiring until this crap is resolved. I want to say thank you to Mark Basile for your help and all your dedication to the MMTLP fiasco, the FINRA fraud, all that. Like I said, this is just amazing. Amazing information. I know there's a lot in this video. A lot could be speculation, just words, whatever. But I really feel positive about this one, guys. I don't have any other information. I know no more than what's presented in this video. I have no inside information. I hope something comes tomorrow. That would be fantastic. We can come celebrate here, maybe do a live stream or something. If there is something of value of huge news tomorrow. So fingers crossed. I'm here. I love and appreciate every single one of you all. Peace.